So we're here with Archbishop Jeffrey, conspiracy news.
Greetings, greetings. No, we don't speak conspiracies. We
No,
just
oh,
tell the
this is
truth.
truth. I get you. Okay. That's what we call it on YouTube. So that's what I gotta kind of. But yeah, you saying you speaking facts. An Illuminati representative, like I said, Archbishop Jeffrey, going crazy on TikTok right now, really ruffling up a lot of feathers. But then there's people also that's saying this guy's lending truth, which is it's crazy right now. It's crazy. But
Yes, sir.
there's a lot of stuff going on that we got to ask you.
Yes, sir.
So let's go ahead and start with it. First topic, we got Charleston White, and he's going in on the Illuminati and the Jews, I would say.
Yes, sir. My fellow people.
Yeah, going in on your people and saying that, trying to like push an agenda on them. And does it look like he's hard to deal with trying to do the humiliation ritual? Like, was it a humiliation ritual that Adin Ross was pushing on him? Let's talk about that. It's big in the news right now.
We don't consider things a humiliation ritual for the most part. We're just testing the sand, testing the waters to see what we can get from him. We sent Adin Ross to him to sort of again test the waters so we can see if he would be able to assimilate with us. Our goal is to push our agendas onto the human race, and we know a lot of our children watch Adin Ross, and Adin Ross did a good job, and kind of we know the amount of at the end of the day our goal was accomplished. A lot of people watch Adin Ross. A lot of people, Adin Ross and Charleston White have billions and billions of impressions. So our goal is to push the gay agenda onto as many people as possible. So with that being said, it was mission accomplished because Charleston White brings another audience that we have a hard time in reaching.
So that's how y'all were able to boost the algorithms into that area, right?
Exactly. So us inviting Charleston White, we have a hard time assimilating the older generations with our agendas and our practices. So what we like to do is have Adin Ross invite Charleston White so he can bring the older generation, and we could get Charleston White to break in our practices into the older generation. And that was our goal. So that's the reason why we didn't give Charleston White the deal.
Was that in Las Vegas, the casino? Were they in Vegas?
Correct.
So what's funny about that? What y'all did? It was at the Chris Jeremiah. He said it was at the D restaurant, but on top of that, it's Sin City, like Sodom and Gomorrah. Is that like an underlying tone that y'all got right there?
Correct. So Sin City, the biggest sin is pride. And you know, with that being the worst sin and the biggest sin, it's only right that we would have Charleston White, who is a known gay hatred uh, slanderer
From Texas.
from Texas, to come to Sin City, the land of pride, with Adin Ross, my nephew. I'm the real unk of Adin Ross.
Okay, so you're real on.
Yes, sir.
So you told him to do all that.
Yes, sir.
And then you put Izzy Prime in that place because he would just crash out anyway. That was just like a given.
Izzy Prime, I have fun with him all the time. He's at my house quite frequently, and we will actually, I could call him out right now, but he's tied. I have him handcuffed to the bed right now. So yeah, me and Adin Ross, we do a lot of things with him.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, people. All right, let's go to the next topic. Are you done with that on Archbishop? Is that good?
Yes,
Archbishop
sir.
Jeffrey? Okay.
Yes, sir.
People want to know on TikTok. They want to know around the world, really, like on all platforms. What is Sexy Red's agenda that y'all are pushing? That's what a lot of people are asking. Is she pushing an agenda? Is she like the next Ice Spice to do those things? Have she done some heinous acts? What's going on here?
Sexy Red, she's interesting. We don't have to do anything to her because she does everything herself. She likes everything. She likes all of our practices. She's cool with everything that we do. So
All the sick things in the book?
yes, sir. So although a lot of artists they start off, we approach them such as we approach Charleston White. We see what they don't like. We see what we can get away with. We kind of try to ease them into things, and she's an individual who just jumps right out the window. She likes to do everything. She's cool at everything. She's very approachable. She approaches us. So whatever we would like to do with her, we don't have to ask her to do. She offers to do all of these things. So, we've supplied her with as much health insurance as possible because we do pick up on a lot of STDs, and we do give them to her quite frequently. But we have all the cures, so we cure her. And yes, we do use her to push our agendas, whether it's lust, a lot of pride, a lot of degeneracy,
A lot of Pound Town action.
Yes. And
Did y'all push that song? Did she make that before? Like, did she bring that to you guys, or did you say you should make a Pound Town song?
she made that herself. Yeah, she's very talented individual, very talented young lady, in and out the bedroom. So we will give her a very plentiful career.
You heard it here first. I had to ask. I saw some people talking about that. Okay, let's go to the next topic. Lil Tay. They're saying this is a new rollout for her to go to the next level. No, she did the death hoax, so she had people mourning for 24 hours. But people are blaming her brother, people that used to be within the camp.
Yes, sir.
So what was the agenda behind this Lil Tay death hoax? Like, and also I've seen some things, and I've even thought, like, has she been hiding on Epstein Island for the past few years, just getting acclimated, and now she's resurgencing? Like, there's a lot of questions.
So, Little Tay, we like her a lot. We're going to be creating her an OnlyFans very soon, and we're inching into making Little Tay is grouped in with the Island Boys. So the Island Boys are getting people used to in the I word. It sounds like invest. Okay.
But you add a C instead of a V.
Instead of a V. We're getting people acclimated to that. And Little Tay will get people acclimated to ghettophilia, if you understand my words. So we're going to be creating her OnlyFans very soon. This was our way of putting her out there so people want to see her. And when we release her to the world and release her face and her body and her condition, it will be in the form of OnlyFans. And this is our rollout for her. And her agenda, along with the Island Boys' agenda, is to push a ghettophilia pride role. So on her OnlyFans will be her with other women, other adult men.
Are you gonna put Jason Love with her?
No, sir. He's
off limits.
Yes, sir. So we're going to keep it to where we won't go to prison. Okay. We're gonna keep it very
Discreet.
PG-17.
I see what you doing there. Is that all you got to say for Lil Tay? That's your reveal.
Yes,
and what
sir.
y'all trying to do? Okay, cool. Next topic. Okay, this is what DJ Academics posted. Record execs morale low. They can't find an artist, and it seems the last few artists that really took off the way that record execs, you guys, wanted to were Olivia Rodrigo with the driver's license or whatever it is, and
Yes,
then you
sir.
got Ice Spice, two women.
Yes, sir.
So I guess like a double fold question. Like, what are y'all feeling about that? Are y'all like, is academics true? Is y'all's morale low? And then on top of that, why is it two females? Is it because y'all pushing that promiscuity
Your promiscuity.
agenda,
So
like Sexy Red and all them other ones?
so that is a very lower level complication and complaints, because music is very small portion of our income. So that is more lower level record labels that are subsidiaries of our major record labels, Warner, Sony, and Universal. So
And the scope.
and we own all the biggest artists. Every artist who gets popular and gets famous, we own them as well. We don't have to blow up any artists. That's more of a smaller label complaint that they can't get their artists as popular as our artist Drake or Bad Bunny, or
The Weeknd.
and it's harder because we approach them such as how we approach Charleston White. We're trying to assimilate them. We're trying to get them to submit to our ways, and a lot of them are very stubborn these days, and they're getting more stubborn by the day. But we were able to get NBA YoungBoy to succumb to our practices. We sent I Love McConan to NBA YoungBoy. We he's coming around, and Ice Spice, she succumbed to our practices and our lustful spirits.
Cause y'all had Doja Cat first, and y'all saw what she was about. So I know y'all saw Ice Spice, and y'all was like, "Oh, yes, Sirski."
Correct.
And y'all had the short little thick thing. You know what I'm saying? Got that red afro, light skin.
Correct.
That's the agenda y'all like to push.
We do a lot of things.
Anything else on that topic?
No, sir.
Okay, sir. Let's go to. All right, so I gotta call y'all out. Looks like y'all had a failed attempt. Travis Scott. There were 60 people that were injured at his concert, but I saw what y'all tried to do. Y'all took it to the next level. Y'all went and put Kanye West on stage, and were like, we know this is gonna work, because last time it was just Travis Scott sacrificing the children at the Astroworld Fest, like you said. Mm-hmm. So was that a failed attempt? Did y'all mess that up? Like, dang, 60 people were treated, nobody got hurt, which is good.
So that was our attempt in sort of bringing Kanye West down. We used Travis Scott as a bait, and Kanye bit the bait. We needed to get blood on Kanye's hands, and we were a little bit off because they didn't pass away, of course. And Travis Scott got away with, we helped him get away with murdering those children at the Astroworld Fest, and him coming here with the 60 people injured, that was our way of drawing Kanye into one of our disasters.
And it was overseas too. Was there, it wasn't in the U.S., so y'all wanted to take it more global.
Yes, sir. So that was a sort of failed attempt that we wanted those 60 people to pass away. Unfortunately, they didn't. We couldn't do it the way we did it before because people called us out when we injected them with different drugs, and we couldn't do it that way. So we wanted to go a trample route, a riot route, but it didn't work. That was going to be our way to get Kanye West tied in with more lawsuits and more milking of his pocket, so we could get more of a hold on him.
The Kardashian curse, because it's still this Kardashian curse looming around them.
Yes, sir.
Only Travis Scott is the only one, like you said. You called it out. He's the only one to survive it. Tory Lanez, victim. Everybody else, Chris Humphries, victim. Reggie Bush wasn't the same. So, yeah. All right, next topic. This is the last one, unless I forgot anything that you want to touch on. Pause. Island Boys. So a lot of people, like we were talking about that earlier, said that there was they saying a DDO or a, let's say, hallatio was done if you replace it with the F. What was that? Was that a DDO? And what is the agenda that y'all are pushing with that? Why are they doing these more heinous acts to where they're trying to, you guys are trying to push invest, impressing, I would even say, like, how they do in Arkansas.
So as far as the Island Boys, we call them the Island Boys because when they were on our Epstein Island, their job was to lure children in. You see, and then when they lured the children in and we had them spend time on the island, we would have them make out with each other in front of the children that they lured in to kind of make the children more susceptible to the things that we did on the island, to make the children feel more comfortable and more open to anything that we wanted to any acts we wanted them to perform. And so with the Island Boys, what they're doing is we've placed them in position on TikTok, on several social media platforms where millions of young children are watching them. Their job is to do sexual acts with each other, to lure kids into that lifestyle, lure kids into the island of pride, into the island of degeneracy, into the island of lust, and we're doing that way of energy. So think of our practices as the island, and think of which is lust, degeneracy, sexuality, embracing it with everybody and everything. And think of the Island Boys as the Island Boys who are making the children more susceptible and more accepting of what they're doing. So that is their job. That is what we've positioned them to. We move them across every one of our platforms. If you think the Island Boys, we own Adin Ross. He's Jewish as well. He's my nephew. As me, I'm Jewish. We have another man, Adam 22. We own all of them as well, and we've cycled them through those avenues of white men who dislike positivity and any type of God. So we called Adin Ross. Adin Ross is aware of our agendas, and we told him to bring on the Island Boys who kiss each other and show them to his millions of young men fans, to lead them into our practices. Adin Ross works with us in our agenda. Adam 22 works with us in our agenda. So we made them go there as well. And we made Adam 22 interview them as well. And we attempted to get Charleston White to join our agenda, and we were going to give him a $50 million contract to turn homo with us. But he's kind of a stubborn individual, and this is his last straw. He said a lot of things that offended us, and we are definitely coming after Charleston White. So Charleston White, I want to tell you, we are very displeased with your disposition on our practices. We have your locations, we have your phones, we have the women that you like to deal with, we have your show dates, we have access to your Instagram messages, and we will be coming after you unless you take our contract and come to our boom boom rooms.
Well, I'll say he ain't for them boom boom rooms.
You have no choice, Charleston White.
He said he'd rather do the most heinous acts than to sign his soul, sell his soul.
You have no choice, Charleston White. Adin Ross will be back in contact with you very soon. So
just know that. I think that's it for the topics. Do you got anything else that you want to get off your chest, Archbishop Jeffrey, before we get out of here?
Give me a few moments, please.
One more thing. Let's do this. Did y'all do anything with the PDE Young Nudie situation? Because they're trying to throw your artist ChrisJay Jackin under the bus like he was the one to do that. Did y'all have anything to do with it? The Jews, Illuminati, or is that just kind of on them? They hang themselves.
ChrisJay Jackin, we do use him as a mold. Sometimes if we can't get artists to succumb to our practices or things that we like to do, we do insert ChrisJay Jackin into certain groups, certain bands, certain artist circles to get information on them and leak that information so we can hem them up and have a reason to bring them into our headquarters without it looking unlawful.
Mm-hmm.
So
fishy.
Yeah, so that is ChrisJay Jackin's. That is his role. He's a mole. He helps us bring in artists, helps us bring in people that we would like to have sexual intercourse with, but they won't let us. So we grab them. We use ChrisJay Jackin to lure them in and find out information on them so we can snatch them up and do things with them.
You heard it here first. I had to clear the air. I think that may be it. Appreciate you coming through, Archbishop Jeffrey, unless you think of anything. Clearing up the rumors. People want to know some stuff. I call this conspiracy theory because that's what people are going to call it, but you say this is straight truth. You heard it here first with all the news. This is Jet talking with Archbishop Jeffrey, Illuminati representative, and hit that like button. We out.
What's good, y'all? It's TJ the DJ.
And this is Jet. Hey, man, thanks for checking out this clip.
Make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.